Hi, everyone. Welcome to another week of Tarot Tuesday. I'm Laura, and I read Tarot and Oracle, and I also am a Reiki practitioner. But tonight, what I do is a group message for the collective and for anyone here watching live or in the replay. And then I open us up for personal readings. So if you have a specific question that you would like answered, your name could be picked for a reading tonight. And then at the end, I do a pick a card. That way everyone receives a personal message. So it is always exciting to be here. It is just before Christmas, so I'm not sure how many people will be joining us tonight. We may have a smaller group than usual, but that's okay. I will still do our group message and our pick a card, and we will see how it goes. So thank you for those of you who are here at this time. It's always nice to connect with this group and do these readings. It seems that some people are finding us live at the moment, so thank you for joining us. We had a powerful new moon, I believe it was last Thursday, and we are coming to the end of a 9 universal year, and in January we will be entering that 1 universal year. So some new beginnings are just on the horizon and a cycle is ending. So it's pretty exciting. And good evening, Angela. Hello, Megan. And hello, Izzy. Thank you for being here. It's so nice to have you all. Yes, the year of the horse, and it is bound to be exciting. I am ready for this cycle to end. I'm not sure about anyone else here, but it's been a good year. I'm not complaining. There's always work to do, and shedding that skin, going within and facing those shadows and turning them into superpowers has been a lot of work, and I'm excited to see what comes next. So hello, Karen Suki. Yes, there are a few horse lovers here in this group. So thank you for joining us, Karen. Suzette, hello. It's nice to see you. So something that has come up recently, and I've seen this happen once before. So when I was sitting here meditating and preparing for the live tonight, I always connect in with spirit and my guides, and I ask what is important for me to know right now. And spirit spoke to me about a message that I meant to share tonight. So hello, Bonnie Binsky, and hello, Millie. Thank you for being here. So something that I've seen happen once before, and then it just turned up again. And it is a reminder that we are all going through changes, and we are all on our own personal path in this life, and our soul has its own purpose, its own journey. And to remember that we are going to be inspired by others, and there may be some teachers and mentors that come into our life and lead us along the path. Maybe they shine a light for us, they open us up to some new ideas, and we become attached to these teachers and mentors. And one message that came through as a reminder is never put your teachers on a pedestal, because at some point in their life, they may be called to take a different path that doesn't resonate with you anymore. And if you have become so connected to that teacher and have taken all of their words and teachings um, as gold, I guess, for lack of a better analogy here, but as if it was set in stone. And then they are called down another path. That can be very difficult for you. And I've seen this happen. I know that there was a woman who was with Hay House at one time. And it was back in the days when I really wasn't deep into spirituality. I kind of was like a solo practitioner. I didn't join communities. And this woman was called down a different path, and it left so many people feeling uncertain and unsure about their path and which way they should go. And then about a year ago, I noticed another prominent person who was into spirituality also headed down more of a religious path. And again, I saw that pop up in my YouTube feed today. And it wasn't really someone that I followed religiously, but she did have quite a following. The young woman that I'm speaking of now, she did have quite a following, and she would pop up in my feed, and she did a lot of manifestation and law of attraction work, and some of her videos were interesting to me, so I would watch occasionally. And then I saw that she too has now gone down a different path. And I think it's important that we find what is true for us rather than hanging on the words of our teachers and our mentors, because we have to remember that although there is no right or wrong path, like I said when I started this conversation, every soul has its own plan. Every soul has its own purpose. And whatever they are here to do is what they are here to do. And there's no condemning anyone who chooses a different path along the way, because that was meant for them. But what's important is that you always stay with the assumption that, yes, your teachers have a purpose in your life, but they are human beings too. Although we're all spiritual beings, we're still here to have a human experience. And I would never want for someone to feel lost or uncertain on their path should one of their teachers or leaders step away from this path. So I'm not sure who needed to hear that tonight, but Spirit really came through strongly as I was getting ready for this live stream and wanted me to deliver that message. So take what you will from it. And again, there is never any judgment. Whatever someone signed up to do is what's going to happen for them. And I wish everyone all the best. Okay, good evening, Scotty boy. Thank you for joining us. So I see that we do have 10 people here at the moment, so I'm going to get started. Hello, Witchy Trista. So nice to see you. So nice to see you. And I see that Scotty boy says, thank you for that, Laura. And Millie says, exactly, Laura. So yes, I see that a lot of you already have that wisdom. So maybe this message was meant more for the newly awakened, because there's a time when I look back, when I really got deep into spirituality and joining communities. Like, I was not on the solo journey anymore, but I was putting myself out there. It was around 2020, and I had a great mentor. I still have a great mentor. And I started thinking to myself, am I losing myself? How does this fit in with my belief system? And I learned that what is true for this teacher may not always be true for me, and that's okay. this can still be a great mentor, and that if he were to move on, I would be okay without him. Like, it would hurt. There, of course, there would be some sense of loss and mourning, but it wouldn't shake up my reality. I would still be able to continue along the path. And I think that's why it's important that our connection is to source and not the human being speaking to us, if that makes sense. So I see that I was going to jokingly say, should we stop worshiping you, Laura? Are you leaving us? No, I am not leaving. Okay. So, hello, Viviani. It's nice to see you. And Karen, you had another good comment that I just wanted to reference. I'll read it because I don't know if I can get back to it and highlight it. So I'll just read it out loud. It says, yes, the first woman you speak of was really criticized for leaving. Some people threw out anything that had her name on it. I still have things with her name on it. Yes, I didn't follow her back then. I didn't know who she was. Actually, when I came across her name in her decks, she had already moved on. But I agree with you, Karen. It's like, it's okay to keep those things. I haven't come across any decks that I own because I don't think that they're in print anymore. I think they're hard to come by, but I still respect the work that she did. It was meant to be done for the groups of people that followed her at that particular time. And now she's been called to another path, and perhaps the people on that path are meant to receive something. So, yeah, Millie says the biggest takeaway is that don't idolize anyone or put anyone higher than your own discernment. Trust yourself first. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Doreen Virtue. Yes. She was the one that I was referencing that I heard about years ago, but there was somebody new who just came up. And I believe that she appealed a lot to the younger people, as she is a young woman herself, but she had been on this path for like the past 10 years, I believe it was. And I didn't really go deep into anything that she has said recently. I just saw one post. It was a clip of a testimony of her life with religion now. So that's all. But yeah, it's you just have to do what feels right to you. That's all I can say. And I wish everyone the best on their path. I believe as long as we're not hurting others, then there's really nothing to feel ashamed of. If for some reason you are called down a different path, or maybe you step away for a little while, that's okay. We're all on our own journey, and our soul knows exactly what it's doing. Okay, so I see that we have Maya or Mia. Thank you for being here. It's nice to have you. And Demystifying, hello. It's nice to see you here as well. Okay, so I'm going to get us started now with our group message. So thank you all so much for joining us. And I will just connect in with the group energy, and we will get a general message. Okay. Let's get a general message for this group. What would Spirit like us to know? Okay. Morning star. Keep shining even when the others have quit. So this really fits in very nicely with the message that Spirit just told me to deliver to you. That, not everyone is meant to stay aligned with each other for this entire Earth experience. That sometimes others quit, And it's not necessarily quitting, it's them aligning with a different path. And maybe there are others that you saw who had a similar or the same goal as you, and you may have started at the same time. Perhaps this is business or this is a passion project. I feel like a lot of people are getting out there on social media, and maybe you've started to see others drop off. Maybe it no longer resonates with them. But Spirit is saying for this group, keep shining. You are meant to shine. This is the time for you to keep moving forward. Even when it seems dark, even when it seems uncertain, keep shining. Okay. Now let's get a theme for the week. What was that? I was looking at Scotty Boy's comment. Glad my soul knows what it's doing because I don't have a clue. I feel that way sometimes. Absolutely. Okay, I'm pretty sure I will always align with pie. I feel like I will always align with sweets and chocolate. So, I'm right there with you, Scotty Boy. Okay, now let's get a theme for the week. And I'm seeing this one here. Whoops, no, Spirit's saying the bottom one. Dragon. Beware of self-delusion. Beware of self-delusion. What's coming to me here is what is it that you are believing is working out better than it actually is? What is it you need to face? I'm feeling like there's something that you need to face. And it's not that you've been defeated, because I'm getting the sense that in this group, we don't want to admit defeat. But what Spirit's saying here is you haven't been defeated, but you need to look at the situation for what it is. Be honest with yourself. What are you pretending is better than it actually is? What are you not facing? It's time to get honest with yourself, because there's a lesson here to be learned, and that lesson is going to propel you forward. So don't be afraid to face reality or face a situation for what it really is. Okay. So this week, look at where you may be self-deluding. I think that's important for this week. And now let's get a message from our soul. Okay, let's get a message from our soul. What would our soul like to say? The burning rose. So what I see here is you have a desire to create something in your life, something that you feel really passionate about. Align with that energy this week, because it is meant to be. Those ideas and those things that bring us joy and a spark and make us feel alive are there as a compass for the path that we are meant to be on. So allow, and I'm getting this feeling of like sensuality as well. And when I say sensuality, I mean really getting in touch with your feelings, like the physical feelings on your body. What does it feel like, to have a warm, fuzzy blanket on you? Or perhaps your emotions. Get in touch with your emotions. Get in touch with your sense of taste, maybe that food that you really enjoy, really savor it. Savor the moment. And this burning rose energy is just to ignite you and move you forward. And I'm seeing the third eye as well. So perhaps some third eye opening, third eye activation, some going within. Really, I'm seeing like pictures and visions here, connecting with those messages that you're getting through either visions or dreams. Whatever it's telling you, allow yourself to explore this week. Allow yourself to explore your passions. And I just want to see what the book says about this, because this is a fairly new deck that I've been working with. So I want to make sure that I'm including everything. I feel like there's a little bit more to this message. The Burning Rose. This is the Inner Temple Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And okay, it's also about our emotions and alchemizing anger. So perhaps if things have not worked out for you, how can you transmute that energy? Like maybe you feel really passionate about a specific project that you've been working on, but you just can't seem to push through the energy. You haven't had that breakthrough. Well, how can you work with the energy? How can you work with the anger and frustration to move forward? Okay. Oh, okay. So sensuality is one of your favorite things, and you are a Taurus also, says Karen. Okay, very interesting. All right, now let's get a message. What newness is coming in for us? What newness is coming in for us this week? And I saw this card right away, so we're going to go with it. The Crown Chakra. So what I see here is more connection to source. This is a year that's coming in, the new year, and we're entering a universal cycle 1. New beginnings, opportunities, and this is the year where you're going to co-create with source. You will be receiving downloads of information and really entering into that spiritual realm or that quantum realm, whatever word resonates with you. I see a lot more connection to spirit, a lot more connection to source, the divine, and all that is. Really, I feel like there's some ascension going on here as well. You're ascending to the next level, becoming that more authentic version of you. And this is going to, you'll feel this in the top of your head mostly when your crown starts to activate. So really look out for that this week. Look out for those signs, those synchronicities, those messages from spirit. Get in touch with what you want to manifest and sit with it as if it's your reality. Bring that into your spiritual practice, into your meditation, whatever it is that you do to feel connected to source. Find some time, focus on that reality that you wish to create as if it was real. And what will assist us? What will assist us in working with this energy? Let's get one card here. And I see this one here. The Four of Swords. So meditation and going within will assist you in working this energy. Lay down what seems busy. Lay down that busy mind. Allow yourself to step outside that. And it's okay during meditation if you have thoughts. It's not the absence of thought. It's being able to release the thoughts, just to let them come and go and not have a whole dialogue with yourself about what you're going to make for dinner or what somebody did earlier that made you angry or anything. You just let the thoughts come and go. So don't feel like if you have thoughts during meditation that you can't meditate, because you can. Meditating is really just about surrender. So go within this week, surrender, allow the messages to come to you. Allow yourself some silence and some stillness. And I'm also seeing this groundedness as well. So perhaps connecting to the earth, really feeling your feet on the ground. Maybe you even have a place that you lay down, because I know for a lot of us here, we are in the winter solstice and we live in cold climates. So laying on the ground at this time may not be a great idea or seem like something we want to do. But find a place within your house, lay down and visualize the earth beneath you. Feel like there are trees around you. Feel connected to Mother Earth. That will assist you because the more we can ground, the higher we can raise our vibration. And that will assist us in activating that crown chakra. Okay. Wow. It's been in the 70s in Colorado. That is amazing. And Millie says, I've been getting stillness message big time. Well, Millie, this is for you. Allow that stillness in. And let's get one last message for the group. Let's see what angel would like to work with us this week. What angel would like to work with us? And we're stopping here. This message comes from Archangel Metatron. I can help raise your energetic vibration, allowing for inner change and the awakening of your true spiritual calling. So call on Archangel Metatron. Metatron will help you to reach that high, that crown chakra vibration and live your calling. And the affirmations you can use: I am on a path of spiritual awakening. My soul's purpose is clear to me. Okay, so that is what I have for the group. I'm hoping that resonates. And yes, Millie, I agree. It is a perfect card, perfect balance to this whole group message here. So what I will do now is I will open us up for individual readings. If you would like a reading, if you could type in the chat in capital letters, I would like a reading, something along those lines, so I know you want a reading, and I will write your name down. I will put it in here, and perhaps you will be picked for a personal reading tonight. So who would like a reading? I'm just going to take a sip of my tea. Okay, Izzy would like a reading, so let me write your name down. I think that's what it says here. IZZYXP7QO. So Izzy. Hey, okay, Cyan, Joao. Okay. Anybody else? I have Izzy, Cyan, and Joao at the moment. Okay. So what I will do is I will put your name. Whoops, I feel like I have paper stuck together here. Maybe not. Maybe it is just one piece. Oh, got it. Okay. So I will put your names in the cup and we will see who will be first. Okay. And I am hoping that the chat didn't freeze because it hasn't moved since Joao added, please add me. So hopefully I'm not missing anybody. All right. First we will have Joao. You are first. So if you could type, yep. Okay. Thank you, Trista. It is working. Okay. Joao, if you could type your question into the chat, then we will get started with your reading. So Joao. And let's see. Yep, it looks like the chat is working. Scotty Boy says, I think it's good. Karen Suki says 1, 2, 3. Joao says sounds good. Suzette says testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have a decision to make regarding should I pursue the second part of my master in 2026. I have until February to make the final decision. Okay, Karen Suki, I'm just going to add your name in. Okay. So that way I don't forget you. All right, so let's see. What does it look like pursuing your masters? Is that the path that is meant for you? Okay, so Joao, I'm just going to connect in with your energy. Okay, Joao, when I connect in with your energy, I'm really drawn to my heart. And this is about following your passion, your purpose. I feel like you really are dedicated to this path. And I'm drawn to my hands as well. So I feel like there's some hard work here. There's some, you've put in a lot of work and you will need to continue to put in effort. But what you get in, what you put in, you will get out. So Spirit just it's like I'm feeling your team kind of applauding for you, really cheering you on here. So let's see. What would Spirit like to say about this path? Oops, we have one popping right out. Prosperity begins. Okay, this would be like the Ace of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. So Spirit is saying plant those seeds. This new opportunity can bring you abundance, prosperity, growth. It can really add a lot of value to your material reality. This world that you would like to create, this life that you came here to create, whatever it is you're envisioning, Spirit is saying, yes, this path is a good path for you. You will need to put in the work. You will need to water the seeds, turn the soil, really nurture and care for this opportunity that has been given to you. And it may take time. It'll take time. It will take effort. Good evening, Josh. So nice to see you here. It will take time and it will take effort. Things may move slowly, but in the end, the payoff is big because I do see growth. I do see each step that you take adds value, adds abundance, adds purpose and meaning to your path, to your material reality. And by material reality, I mean not just financial. I mean your physical life. That's what I mean by material. The 3D realm. It will add value. So let's get another card for you here. And I see like these seeds, but the seeds almost look like butterflies. Like there's some transformation here. There's some growth. These seeds that you plant will turn into something beautiful for you. So let's get another card. Okay. All right. So what I do see here is there are some obstacles and challenges, but what I see is that it's nothing you cannot maneuver. I'm seeing that you may need to structure things a little bit differently in your life. Maybe what you pictured or your day-to-day routine at the moment is different than what you will need to be successful along the path. But Spirit, form some partnerships and alliances. Look to those who can assist you, because it may be a lot of work, but as long as you understand that there are resources and help available to you, it will help to lift you up. It will help you when you come to those moments where you're wondering, is this too big a gap? Am I able to jump over and get to the other side? With these partnerships and alliances, it will make it easier for you. And I'm seeing that sometimes the path isn't a straightforward. Sometimes you may need to move around things. Rather than trying to push things out of your way, how can you work around these areas that may be a little bit challenging? And what I'm seeing here for challenging is not just the workload, but Spirit's drawing my attention to the financial part of it. So perhaps there are some grants or scholarships that Spirit is saying, look into, because that can assist you on your path. But I do see passion here. I do see a path that is meant for you, that this is part of your purpose. This is part of what will lead you to where you want to be. And let's get one last card for you here. One last card for Joao. And I see this one here. So choose wisely. And this is what this card looks like. So when you make your decision, have you explored all areas? Have you looked at the details? How do things feel to you? Because right now what I see is that you have these opportunities and you're kind of in still the thinking about it phase, or perhaps the daydreaming phase. But what feels right to you? What will ultimately lead to you feeling fulfilled? When you think about moving forward with this opportunity, does it excite you? Does it light you up? What is your why? And if it feels in alignment, move towards what lights you up. But what I see here get the details, and then make a decision. Because I feel like what's holding you back is more the making a decision part. Once you've made your decision, stick to it and keep following the light. The financial part is big. I'm not 100% sure I can comply financially by February to pay the second part. Aha, okay, so that makes sense here. So get the details. Find out really what will things look like for you. And if it feels aligned, if it feels right, move forward. But what Spirit is saying is make a decision. So, Joao, that is what I have for you. I'm hoping that resonated with you, and I am wishing you all the best. I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay, you are welcome. All right, so next we have Izzy. You are up. So what is your question? If you could type your question into the chat. And I'm just going to take a sip of my tea here. Okay. So Izzy, you are up. What's coming in for love? Okay, wonderful, Izzy. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to connect in with your energy for a moment. I'm just clearing my own energy so I can access yours. So my ears are ringing. It's like your guides have something to say. And the message I'm getting is don't lose yourself. So I'm not sure exactly how that applies to you. But don't lose yourself. And now I'm drawn to my heart. So love yourself first. It's easier to receive love when we're able to give love to ourselves. Okay, so let's get a card for you, Izzy. What is coming in for Izzy for love? Whoops, Spirit's saying this card here. Okay, suffering in silence. So I'm seeing that there was an ending here. An ending that took place. A sense of aloneness is the feeling that I'm getting. This waiting. And I'm seeing, like, looking out into the world. In the card, it's looking out on the horizon, but that's metaphorical, of looking into the world and longing for a certain outcome or a certain situation, perhaps longing for what you see others have in the sense of relationships, belonging, and love. I'm seeing like the feeling, seeing and feeling. It's more of a feeling here, but I'm feeling like this sadness. There's some sadness here. Some sadness for things ending or not working out for you the way you hoped they would. But they're saying to allow yourself to feel what you feel. Not to mask the emotions. Because this will end. The true happiness comes from within. The true happiness comes from accepting what is, accepting what no longer is, accepting what has been, and allowing those endings to take place. But I see you moving towards the light. So what I'm feeling here is some self-love, some self-care. Giving yourself what you would like to receive from others. Let's get another card for you. Let's move into this a little more deeply. Okay, intuition. So it's kind of a waiting game is what I see here. I see follow your intuition. Like a reflection. All of your relationships are a reflection of qualities that you possess, qualities that you admire in others, or things that you personally want to work on. And I see like there are, I'm feeling there's a connection to another person here. I don't know if this is romantic. It feels like it has the potential, but somebody that you look up to and admire. Somebody that I feel like you would like to be closer to. And Spirit is saying, when you look at this person, you're actually seeing a reflection of you. But follow your intuition here. That it may be time to pause and reflect on which qualities you enjoy and which qualities maybe you don't. But Spirit's saying, really see things for what they are. Be patient as well. I'm hearing the word patience. Because I see a door opening. And perhaps love is coming through. Love is waiting for you. But again, I feel that I'm still feeling like something from the past, just allow it to end. And I'm not sure how that applies to you. But loving yourself first. Loving yourself first. I'm still getting that message is huge. Don't lose yourself because you are important. But I see this door opening. And what Spirit again is saying is be patient. Things don't always happen as quickly as we would like them to. But when you look to others and you look in the mirror at yourself, what is it you like? Because I feel like that is very uplifting and healing to you. That will assist in bringing that energy in, allowing that door to open. So let's get another card for you, Izzy. What is the likely outcome here? Okay, so I do see newness This prosperity begins. So I see love coming in for you. I see things moving slowly and naturally, but they do progress. I don't feel like it's going to be like a whirlwind romance or things coming in really fast and passionate and chaotic. What I see is this very steady, stable, loving energy coming through for you. And nurture it. Nurture the relationships. Nurture yourself as well. So, Izzy, that is what I have for you. And I'm wishing you all the best in this new endeavor, this growth, because I'm feeling a growth phase for you as well. So just allow things to happen. And I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay. Let's get the next person here. We have is Cyan. So Cyan, if you could type your question into the chat. Cyan, you are next. And let's see what Izzy says here. Izzy says, I'm not sad. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what that energy is. It felt like this longing for something, a desire. Perhaps sadness wasn't the correct emotion. Okay. But hopefully the rest of that reading resonated with you. And Cyan says, what can I expect in the first 90 days of 2026? I feel like I've answered that question recently. That sounds so familiar. Maybe it wasn't for you. Maria Celentine, am I blocked? No, Maria, you are not blocked. Okay. Cyan, what can I expect in the first 90 days of 2026? Again, I'm not sure if this was you that I answered that question for. I just caution people, if you use tarot frequently, I would caution people not to repeat the same question. Ideally, I would say give it 3 months, but if it's a pressing question, energy can shift within a month. If it's been less than that, then you probably won't get an accurate reading. Okay. All right, so let's get connected to Cyan's energy. So Cyan, I'm just connecting in with you. So Cyan, I'm drawn to my third eye when I connect in with your energy. And this is about intuition and insight. This can also be about being in the mind a lot. So perhaps you have an active dialogue with yourself. Perhaps there are decisions you're making. But I also feel like Spirit is talking about being intuitive, gaining wisdom and insight. And I'm feeling like some type of reflection here as well. Okay. So let's get a card for Cyan. What can we expect? What is the theme? Okay, emotional withdrawal. Okay, this would be like the Eight of Cups in the traditional tarot. What I'm seeing here is this sense of you've been on a specific journey, a specific path. Life has been moving and flowing with its various ups and downs and to-do lists, lessons. And I feel this sense of there's a path that you're being called to walk down. But it may feel almost like going into the dark, or like, how can I win? It doesn't feel well lit. There's some uncertainty here. And what Spirit is saying here is that sometimes we need to surrender. Just surrender to the journey, because our soul knows what it is doing. And I'm also seeing this allowing yourself to feel the emotions that you feel. Because we label them as negative or positive. But in reality, emotions are just emotion. If we sit with an emotion, we're not lowering our vibration. As long as we're not allowing negativity or depression to become our primary focus. But I'm not saying that you are in negativity or depression. I'm saying that those are energies you wouldn't want to sit in. But if you feel disconnected or sad, or like you're uncertain how things are going to move forward for you, it's okay to feel that. That is perfectly normal. So I'm getting this sense of, in the beginning of 2026 is going to be like this reflection period. It's going to take you, I'm feeling like this inward journey for you to get in touch with your own emotions. Because I see you retreating a little from the outside world, from the noise of the world. And perhaps not even making a lot of decisions, but just reflecting. Serenity just popped into my head. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Serenity prayer. I know that it was used a lot in things like AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, but it has great meaning. The Serenity prayer can be used anytime for anything. You don't have to be in a program for alcoholism or drug addiction, but it's about being I forget exactly how the prayer goes, but look up the Serenity prayer, because it allows you to accept things as they are. It allows you to come to terms with that which you cannot change. Because I'm feeling like this the sense of peace wash over you. I feel like you carry a lot. And it's time for peace. Okay. Let's get another card for you here. Let's get Another card for Cyan. Passion ignited. So after this period of going within, with accepting, with feeling your emotions, I feel a sense of renewal, new opportunities coming in for you, things that excite you, things that really feel fulfilling in the heart. And I also feel this energy moving up. So perhaps using your voice, I'm seeing some opportunities for you to step out and be seen and be heard and to share with others your authentic self. And creation is also, your spirit's dropping the word creation into my mind. So creating your reality, creating those moments of excitement and joy. I see opportunities for that for you as well. And Spirit saying, keep following the plan that you had. Because you know what lights you up. You know what you've worked towards. And maybe life has gotten a little bit busy. Things may be left undone, or it's harder to fit things into your schedule. But after a period of reflection and going within, that spark will come again, because we're always meant to expand our world and grow, and then to contract, to go within, to reflect, to come up with the next steps for our life. Hello, Felicia. Thank you for joining us. And Karen Suki, thank you for putting that serenity prayer up there. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay. So Cyan, allow your voice to be heard. And what I see here is perhaps doing some chanting, some humming, some singing. Those all activate the throat chakra. And it also makes it easier for us to hear our guides and hear the messages from the universe, because as we open the throat, we open our ears as well. And I'm also, again, seeing that circle go through the third eye, and your intuition and messages coming to you. So I do see excitement in the first part of 2026 for you. And let's get one last card. Material harvest. So I see the things that you have been working towards in 2025, and perhaps even longer. I see those things paying off for you. Your hard work is really showing itself in your physical reality. There could be financial gain. There could be a promotion. A boost forward is what I'm seeing here. But your hard work, your dedication to your goals and dreams will be paying off. So Cyan, that is what I have for you. I'm hoping that resonates with you, and I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay. And I didn't hear back from Izzy to see whether that reading resonated, the one about love. But Cyan, perhaps you could give me a little feedback. Let me know if that resonated with you. And Karen Suki says, Laura, our reading's closed. Maria Selentine would like one if possible. Okay. All right. So Maria, you will be after Karen Suki. So Karen Suki, you are up, and then Maria, and then that is all for this evening. So Karen Suki, if you could type your question into the chat. Okay. And Cyan says, thank you so much, Lori. You are so welcome, Cyan. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so Karen Suki says, I'll take a general, but I am worried about finances. Okay, so let's see what message Spirit has for you. You're an energy house today, Laura. I guess I am, Scotty boy. I did rest a little bit today, so maybe I feel more connected. Okay, Karen Suki. So Karen Suki, when I connect in with your energy, I feel some weight on my shoulders. I feel like my shoulders are tight. I want to let them relax, but it's hard to let them relax. So perhaps you're carrying some stress and some tension. But let's see what Spirit has to say. What is important for Karen to know? I see this card here. Okay, so I see some new beginnings for you. It's a new cycle. Spirit is talking about stepping into the unknown here. I always hear Helene say this, or I see her type it in the chats on various YouTube channels, but do different things and do things differently. And that just popped into my head when I saw this. Do different things and do things differently. So allow yourself to explore new opportunities, new passions, new ideas. What I'm hearing is if it's new, it's for you. Because it seems like some energy around you maybe has gotten a little bit stale or stagnant. So if you can cleanse the energy around you, and that doesn't necessarily mean you have to do a whole house cleaning, but perhaps some Palo Santo, some sage, whatever seems like it can take away the old and bring in the new. I know there's a tradition, I believe it's an Irish tradition, where they open, I believe it's the front door. You'll have to look it up because I could have it wrong, but they open the front door on New Year's Eve to allow the new energy to come through and wash away the old stagnant energy. So if it's not feasible for you to leave your door open, perhaps a symbolic door opening ceremony, but something to allow the new in. I know that in, I believe it's Feng Shui, they say move a certain number of objects, and I don't know what it is. I like the number 11, but move 11 things or move 3 things, whatever number resonates with you, but pick them up and physically move them in your space. And that can help to move energy and bring in the new. Okay, so let's get another card for you. Another card for Karen. Okay. Memories of love. So I'm seeing like some nostalgia here, a return to the past. And I feel like an offering as well. Somebody may have an offering for you that boosts your energy, that raises your vibration, brings you some joy. And Spirit's also saying, remember why you started. So, this goal that you have in mind for yourself, why did you start? Was it the joy of doing the activity? Was it the financial gain it could bring you? But follow the light. Perhaps if you give an offering, I'm also seeing like some altar work here. So I think Spirit's message is about you really doubling down on your spiritual practice. That they don't have to be anything huge, but bringing the divine into your daily reality wherever you can fit. But I'm feeling like that you making an offering to the universe or your guardian angels, whoever you work with, perhaps making an offering so that they can assist you and bring in this energy of newness, this uplifting energy, these energies that invoke the feeling of love and fulfillment. And I see some balance here. With the number 6, I'm really seeing like balance, balancing your emotions, balanced emotion. Gratitude also is coming through. So just giving thanks for all that you have experienced and all that you have in this moment as well. And let's get one last card for you. Oh, and this one's falling, so here we go. Okay, so heartache and loss. The 3 of Swords. There may be some disappointment here. Or you're holding on to disappointment. But what Spirit's saying is allow yourself to let things go. Because this worry, the worry won't serve you. Allow yourself to feel what you feel and then release it. Trust in the universe. Because I am seeing the brighter days. Things will turn around. But there may be some uncertainty that you will face. And I see this really with I'm drawn to like below my solar plexus, so the sacral chakra area. So I feel like this has more to do with emotion. There's some emotions you're working through and letting go. And disappointments don't have to define us. Disappointments can teach us. So Karen Suki, that is what I have for you. I'm hoping that resonates, and I am wishing you so much love and so many blessings. Oh, wow. And Karen Suki says, my front door is propped open almost all year because of cats. Well, that is wonderful. And then you can visualize the newness coming through and wiping away the old. Huh. And Karen Suki says that resonates more than you can imagine. Wonderful. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, so now one last reading will be Maria Selentine. So if you could type your question into the chat, and I'm just going to grab a sip of my tea. So Maria, you will be our last reading for this evening. So if you could type your question into the chat. Okay, let me see. Karen Suki says, all of it resonated. Wonderful. And Maria Salentine, I'm wondering, how will the operation I have to remove a cyst inside my mouth and my upper gums. Will there be any side effects? Okay. All right. So Maria Salentine. So I cannot give medical advice or diagnoses. All I can do is read the energy around you. So that is what we will do here. And let me connect in with your energy. Okay, so when I connect in with your energy, I feel like this tingling on my skin. It's almost like spirit's telling me you're feeling uncomfortable in your own skin. Perhaps a little disconnected, uncertain. I feel like there's some anticipation here. And some things that could work to assist you in moving forward and moving through this energy is some nervous system regulation. Things like humming. I don't know if you're familiar with EFT tapping, emotional freedom techniques, but there are some wonderful videos, demonstrations on YouTube. If you just type in EFT, you could probably find some good ones, but tapping various points on the body assist in regulating the nervous system, assist with anticipation and anxiety. Also, even doing like self-soothing exercises, perhaps rubbing your arms or your shoulders. There's another one, the butterfly technique. If you like put your thumbs together and just put them here on your chest and just tap. This can be very soothing. I feel like spirit's drawing my attention to doing some type of self-soothing. So Maria, I'm hoping that resonates with you. And let's get a card here. What can you tell us about this surgery? Okay. The universe. And this is what this card looks like. So know that the universe has your back. Your guides are with you. Your guides are with you. I see some growth here. And it feels like this is the opportunity for you to expand and grow. It's almost like you know that this is something you must do. And even though it feels uncomfortable, once you move through it and get to the other side, reward yourself for facing your fears, for facing anxiety, for doing things that are difficult. But the universe has your back. opportunity for growth, opportunity for lessons, realizing that you're stronger than you think you are. And I feel you going through this portal. So I'm not sure if the doctors are planning to use anesthesia or some type of sedative, but just know that you will be okay. You don't need to fear this event. It's normal to have anticipation and anxiety, but you are okay. I feel like what Spirit's saying here is it will be over before you know it. So let's get another card here. It'll be local anesthesia. Okay. Let's get another card here. The solar plexus chakra. So Spirit is also talking about connecting in with your personal power and strength. This is an opportunity for you to show yourself what you're really made of, what you are capable of. Because again, you are stronger than you realize. This bravery, this is where our bravery, our personal power, this center right here, if you can picture the color yellow in this part of your body and just allow it to spin, allow yourself to feel that warmth. This is your I am, I believe it is. To heal, yes. Okay. Okay. But you're a lot stronger than you know. So along with the self-soothing that I spoke of in the beginning, if you can work with that solar plexus chakra, that will assist you. But you're going to see that, again, the number 3 is here. 21 reduces to 3, and then the solar plexus chakra is the 3rd chakra. So we have 2 3s here. And this is about expansion and growth. This whole thing is about you realizing how strong you are. It's about you realizing how capable and independent you are and how the universe supports you. So yeah, it feels like good energy surrounding you, uplifting and vibrant, your own life force coming through. And let's get another message for you. What's the likely outcome here? And this is the 3rd time we had this card tonight. Prosperity begins. So it will be successful. What I see here is that healing may be a little bit slow. It may not happen as quickly as you would like it to, but each day you will see that the discomfort is less and less. So nurture yourself, take care of yourself, follow the instructions that you are given for how to heal at home after the surgery. And things will work out in your favor. So Maria, I'm hoping that resonates with you. That is what I have. I am wishing you all the best in this situation, and I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay. So that was a great message from Karen Suki. Karen Suki says, Maria, my dad was a dentist, and I think these kinds of surgeries are pretty easygoing, especially since it's only general anesthesia. That's wonderful. How long could the healing take approximately? That I'm really not able to see. What I see here is the number 3, but I also see the number 1. So it could be months, it could be weeks, it could be anywhere from 1 month to 3 months. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Okay, so that's what I have for individual readings for this evening, but I would like to get you all a personal message. So if you would like to participate in the pick a card, what you're going to do is choose a number between 1 and 3. So you're going to choose either 1, 2, or 3. Okay, Maria, you are so welcome. Okay. You're going to choose either the number 1, 2, or 3, and we will get a message for you. So number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay. If you chose the number 1, your number is 14. You are open-minded and always up to try something new. Yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. And your affirmation, I am practical. If you chose the number 2, your number is 000. You are one with the Creator, and there are no limits to what you can achieve. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on Earth. And your affirmation, I am a creator. And if you chose number 3, your number is 20. You relate to others on an almost cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. And your affirmation, I am harmonious. So thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed your time here. It is always a pleasure to connect with this group. If you would like to book your own private reading or healing, you may do so on my website. I've left the link here. It is www.letspiritguide.com. If you have any questions and would like to email me, feel free to do so at info@letspiritguide.com. And if you like the work I did here and would like to make a donation, they are always appreciated but not required. You may donate through either my Venmo or my PayPal, and I have left the links here as well. So thank you all once again for joining us. I hope those of you who celebrate Christmas have a very Merry Christmas. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay whole, and as always, let Spirit guide.